6 streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Say. Go!
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up getting about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On first down, it's Gurley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 9. Ryan, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you're a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught by Treadwell.
That was an accident.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Can you give me a tissue? Please.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked as good in his opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
51, south. 55, ready, set.
On third down, Ryan.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step up.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Why does it take so long?
Kill the spider.
Hey, come on, come on,
These guys are my division.
Oh yeah.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. You remember me? You remember me?
On 2nd and 12, Cousins eluding the pressure right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check that. We want Mike 50. Hey, wahoo! Mike 50, go ahead.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
At the Falcons' 15-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, tight. 52's the mic right here, over there, right?
Throwing, Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Well, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the... 5-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play action. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I knew he was going to throw it to him because I didn't have an X-Factor corner on him.
It's almost
But I
like
did
you
on the
can
other
see the
dude.
look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
He kind of closed that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. Pass incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryan.
That's bullshit. That's why I hate clicking on. That's why I hate clicking on, because that should have been a pick.
That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
That's so stupid.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back to the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley.
Dude, you're kidding me.
For a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing his Cousins.
No way, bro. No way.
Ricardo Allen with a pick.
What? Shut
and they
up.
will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So we done fun.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80. You better bring 20, blue 80,
Now it's Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Mike, 55. Right there.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Johnson the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Cousins now. And the catch made by Johnson. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Cousins from the gun on third. That's complete. Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. He'll rifle. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. See how they attack him here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, Ken. Hey, box drop. That's trash. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Here we go, team.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, receiver. Hey, exit. Watch the screen. Rose. Check. Out.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught. He hits more. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing short.
Now Cousins sliding out of the pocket.
No way.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Lets it fly, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receiver, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. And the Ravens have opened things up there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Escaping the pressure right. That is
No way. No way. How?
By Keanu Neal.
How, man? How?
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Gurley, wave goodbye.
This guy's not good.
Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 84 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket, that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Big stop, please. Big stop.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long for Cousins. Target, that's more. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Throwing, Cousins.
Fucking keep fucking rolling. Get fucking roll.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Back to the workhorse today, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 7-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30.
Fuck. That's
10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley,
shit.
93 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
Can't believe I lost this faggot.
Is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Unbelievable.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Run play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Come on, man. Pick your fucking play.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To try again after the sack. Cousins flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback when they come out of the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there. Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, here's Stick. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. This guy is not good.
And an alley to run. Safe. Touchdown, Atlanta. Laquan Treadwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here? Nowhere to to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Why can't I get him blocked right now? Why?
That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Cousins.
Yeah. Another pick. Off, I need it. Fucking idiot.
Allen with a pick. With a ball at the 16-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try it too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Atlanta, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next